Good morning, everyone. I'm Angela from grade 3. Upon entering international department, you must all have heard teachers convince you to participate in activities, saying that, or you'll have nothing to write about in your college application. I mean, I had always rolled my eyes at such a reminder, but I have to say that this is the truth. As a freshman, I've been given a lesson that guided me through 3 transformative years. It was a commencement address by Steve Jobs at Stanford University. Despite the difficulty of capturing every concept, the story about connecting the dots was engraved in my mind. He talked about how the calligraphy class he took after dropping out of college eventually led to the elegant topography of Apple personal computers. It inspired me to believe that every step we took, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, could one day make sense. Guided by this belief and my own interests, I started to immerse myself in a variety of activities. Delivering presentation for school admission promotion, it was time-consuming and challenging, but it upgraded my presentation skill and allowed me to stay calm even in front of 1,000 people. Participating in and preparing for various competitions, though the workload felt overwhelming, I acquired better time management skill and enhanced my academic performance by learning how to schedule. Taking on multiple roles as host and light operator during the New Year Gala. This demanded every ounce of my spare time, but I was still experiencing a sense of accomplishment seeing the work done. Co-founding a news media club, something entirely new to me. However, arranging the interviews, organizing scripts, and most of all, listening to others' life stories turned out to be incredibly rewarding. Attending the interdisciplinary project, designing Lego related to mental illness, attending Harvard pre-college program, and a lot more over 3 years. And my actions were all guided by Steve Jobs' words that you can never connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in the future. His words has guided me to persist, even though the path ahead seemed unclear. And every experience of mine has enriched my life in some way, and their value became particularly evident during the college application. The U.S. University application requires the following information: 10 activities and 5 honors received, a 650-worded personal statement that showcases your uniqueness, and 1 to 4 supplemental essays per university that ask you things they wanted to know in addition to the provided document. And I wanted to focus on the supplemental essays. One commonly asked question is, what have you done to make your school or your community a better place? Instead of the volunteer work that everyone else has got, I elaborated on how the News Media Club shares stories inspiring students grappling with uncertainty, or how the translation and recording for the National Flag Museum bridged the cultural gap, enabling the foreign visitors to understand our national flag. One uncommon example from the UC system goes like, what would you say is your greatest talent or skill, and how have you developed and demonstrated that talent over time? This required long-term commitment, rather than the last-minute endeavor that can be halfway accomplished before a deadline. So my accumulated hosting experience and presentation experience from 6th grade up to now became my ideal choice. Before the application, I have no idea how the system worked. So my decisions were never made based on a goal of admission to a specific college. Yet now, looking back, I was amazed that every activity I pursued or every dot I created aligned perfectly with my supplemental essays. This wasn't luck. It was the result of trusting that the dots will somehow connect in the future. Every step I took, every experience I embraced became a piece of puzzle that shaped my identity and enriched my application. What guided me through those paths were not a calculated plan, but genuine interest in activity I pursued. That spark of curiosity became my compass, leading me to opportunities that not only fulfill me in the moment, but also reveals their values in ways I couldn't have anticipated, whether in the immediate future or in years to come. So, here's my advice to all of you. Dare to explore, dare to try, and dare to believe, because every step counts. Thank you all.